Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will be presenting on Pertiwi Soup Kitchen and its contribution to development administration. Pertiwi, or Pertubuhan Tindakan Wanita Islam Malaysia, is a non-governmental organisation established in 1967 to improve the welfare of marginalised communities in Malaysia. Over the years, the community has expanded its efforts to support vulnerable groups such as children, women, the elderly, the urban poor, and homeless individuals. So one of its key initiatives is Pertiwi Soup Kitchen, which was established in 2010. The program provides food assistance to low-income individuals and homeless people in Kuala Lumpur and distributes approximately 18,000 meals every month. Besides providing food, the program also promotes volunteerism and raises awareness about open poverty. Overall, Pertiwi Soup Kitchen plays an important role in addressing food insecurity and improving the well-being of vulnerable communities while supporting social welfare and community development.
Pertiwi Soup Kitchen is a non-governmental organisation. Why? Because it has few characteristics, including the non-governmental organisation, the first, independent and a non-profit organisation. Next, they address social and community issues. Next, they are supported by the volunteers and donations. And lastly, they improve the community welfare and also well-being.
The program's objectives. First, improve neglected communities' welfare. This focuses on enhancing the quality of life for those in need, including women, children, the homeless, and poor people in the cities, by encouraging social engagement and offering essential protection and care. Next, provide social services and basic needs. These provide crucial aid such as food assistance, medical treatment, and financial support through programs like soup kitchens and outreach efforts to lessen current distress. Finally, enhance society through development and education. This could encourage long-term independence by giving people the information, abilities, and awareness they need to change their economic status and end the cycle of poverty.
One of the activities we participated in was packing meals for people in need in collaboration with Pertiwi Soup Kitchen. Together we prepared around 200 food packages to be distributed to those facing food insecurity. During this activity, we followed the Food Regulations 1985 to ensure food safety and hygiene. We wore masks and gloves, maintain cleanliness throughout the process, and use proper food labeling to prevent contamination. The meals we packed included rice, vegetables, and protein sources such as chicken, fish, beef squid, and beef lung to provide balanced nutrition. The food was packed into containers, sealed securely, and stored safely before distribution. In addition, bottled water and drinks were provided, and we encouraged the use of reusable and recyclable cups and tumblers to reduce waste. Through this initiative, we were able to support the community while promoting food safety, nutrition, and environmental responsibility.
Pertiwi Soup Kitchen is a non-governmental organisation that distribute lunch and dinner meals at Pusat Khidmat Gelandangan Medan Tuanku (PKGMT) and Pusat Pembelajaran Komuniti Chowkit (PPKCK). Approximately 350 to 850 meals and beverages are distributed daily to individuals facing financial difficulties and food insecurity. During the program, volunteers first prepared the distributed area by setting up tables and arranging the food. To ensure hygiene and food safety, all volunteers wore gloves and face masks throughout the activity. These meals and beverages were organized properly to ensure that the distribution process could be carried out smoothly and efficiently. During the food distribution process, recipients queued in an orderly manner, with women being served first, followed by men. Volunteers distributed packed meals, bread, and beverages, while drinking water was also provided. The entire process was well organized and completed without any conflicts or disruptions. Besides distributing food, volunteers also had the opportunity to interact with the recipients. Through these conversations, we learned about the challenges faced by many individuals, including elderly people experiencing financial hardships and persons with disabilities living alone. These interactions helps us gain a better understanding of the realities faced by vulnerable groups in our community. This program provided many benefits. It helps reduce hunger, ensures access to nutritious meals, and supported individuals who were facing financial difficulties. At the same time, it increased our awareness of social issues, developed our empathy towards people in need, and improved our teamwork and communication skills. In conclusion, the food distribution program organized by Pertiwi Soup Kitchen was a meaningful and rewarding experience. The program not only provided food assistance to vulnerable individuals, but also encouraged compassion, community engagement, and social responsibility among volunteers.
This meal packing activity had a positive impact on both the community and the volunteers. For the community, proper packaging and labeling helped ensure food cleanliness and safety, made meal identification easier, and supported organized food distribution. The meals and beverages provided also helped meet the basic needs of people in need. For volunteers, the activity improved teamwork, cooperation, and communication skills. By sharing responsibilities during the packing process, we learned patience and accountability while working together towards a common goal. Although we faced challenges such as exhaustion and hot weather conditions, we successfully completed 200 food packages through teamwork and dedication. Overall, this experience increased our awareness of people in need, made us feel more grateful, and inspired us to continue contributing to community service in the future.
Distributing food to people in need provides many benefits. Firstly, it helps improve their quality of life by reducing some of the financial burden they face. Food assistance allow them to focus on other important needs and supports their overall well-being. Secondly, food distribution programs provide emotional and social support. Receiving help from the volunteers can make recipients feel valued, cared for, and supported by the community. This is especially important for individuals who may feel isolated or neglected. Lastly, this program also benefits the volunteers. Through interacting with people in need, volunteers develop empathy, compassion, and a better understanding of social issues. The activity also encourages social responsibility and promotes a more caring and supportive community.
For my part, I will explain about the strength in our program. The first one, the strength is an efficient coordination and management. Why? Because the food is prepared and distributed according to a fixed schedule. Next, volunteers assist in preparing, packing, and serving meals. The next one, beneficiaries can choose from different food options. The distribution process is well organized and systematic, so this shows a smooth, timely, and effective food distribution times, and also it shows how organized they are to us volunteers and also to the beneficiaries. Second, the strength is accessible and it has strategic locations. Food preparation and distribution areas are located close to each other. This will ensure timely and efficient meal delivery. The distribution points are easily accessible by public transportation such as LRT. The beneficiaries and the volunteers can reach the locations conveniently and helps the organizations to serve the food for the beneficiaries. Other than that, it is consistent access to food assistance. They provide consistent food to aid to homeless individuals, low-income families, and vulnerable groups. This helps to reduce hunger and food insecurity through regular meal distributions. This ensures beneficiaries to receive the nutritious meals to support their health and well-being. This also allows the beneficiaries to focus on work, education, and family responsibilities without worrying about food. The last strength that we'll be discussing is support services. Organizations offers additional support beyond food assistance, including healthcare and welfare aid. This can connect beneficiaries with relevant organizations and support the networks. This can help improve beneficiaries' quality of life and long-term stability. Lastly, this could encourage independence and personal development through access to essential resources. For the weaknesses, it includes limited resources for packaging, limited resources beyond the food distributions. The organization cannot provide proper bags or containers for the beneficiaries to put the food in. So the beneficiaries will often use old or unsuitable bags to put the food in their bag. This may affect food cleanliness and safety, so overall quality assistance may be reduced. Service coverage. This organization only serves specific areas to manage resources efficiently. The people outside this area may not receive the aid because they might have the transportation and financial issues limit access. Some disadvantaged individuals cannot get the benefit from this program that are being held by this organization because certain vulnerable communities will remain undeserved because of their location issues. Other than that, the weaknesses number 3 is limited number of beneficiaries served. Limited funding, food supplies, transportation, and volunteer workforce will be needing for the organization to give the food to the beneficiaries. So, increasing number of people in need may exceed the organization's capacity. Some beneficiaries may not receive assistance regularly or may be unable to receive services. This will reduce the overall impact of aid and support provided. The last weaknesses that will be discussed is the dependence on donations and sponsorship. Operations rely heavily on donations and sponsorships. Any decline in financial or material support can affect service delivery. This may lead to reduced food distribution and fewer beneficiaries served. This can create uncertainty for beneficiaries who depend on continuous assistance. This can affect beneficiaries' ability to meet their basic needs and improve their living conditions.
Next on the SWOT analysis is the opportunity. First, access to constant basic needs. This ensures consistent food supply for vulnerable groups, reduces stress and uncertainty about meals, as well as improves health and daily functioning. Lastly, frees income for others' essential needs and stability. The next opportunity is social reconnections. This group provides a supportive, non-judgmental environment that builds dignity. It also reduces isolation and stigma through positive social interactions. As well as that, it improves self-esteem, communication, and sense of belonging. Lastly, encourages re-engagement in society such as jobs, reconnecting with family. Lastly, on the SWOT analysis is the threats. These are the threats. First, risk of dependency. The soup kitchen may create reliance on free meals. It also reduces motivation to find income, as long as a prolonged poverty cycle. And lastly, it needs support programs for long-term change. Finally, unstable resources and funding. Soup kitchen often depends on donations and volunteers, which may be inconsistent. This could lead to irregular food supply and reduces meal. It also creates uncertainty for beneficiaries relying on daily supports. And lastly, it could increase stress and risk due to unstable access to food.
Okay, so based on our SWOT analysis, PATIWI should expand its service coverage through strategic partnerships. One of the organization's main weaknesses is its limited geographical coverage, which means that food assistance is mainly concentrated in specific areas. By collaborating with local community organizations, MOHDs, universities, NGOs, and local authorities, PATIWI can expand its food distribution network and reach more vulnerable communities. These partnerships can also help the organization share resources, volunteers, and logistical support, making food distribution more efficient and effective. Secondly, PATIWI should strengthen its volunteer and operational management systems. One of the organization's key strengths is its well-organized program coordination and food distribution process. To further improve the strength, PATIWI can provide structured volunteer training, improve scheduling systems, and monitor volunteer performance. This will help ensure that food preparation and distribution activities continue to run smoothly while maintaining a high quality of service for beneficiaries. Third, PATIWI should introduce empowerment and skills development programs. While providing food assistance is important in meeting the needs of vulnerable individuals, thinking of long-term solutions are also necessary. Therefore, PATIWI can collaborate with government agencies or training institutions to offer skills training, employment guidance, and financial literacy workshops. These programs can help beneficiaries gain valuable knowledge, open up job opportunities, and help them become more self-reliant. This supports the goals of development administration by focusing on long-term community development rather than only short-term assistance. Finally, PATIWI should diversify its funding sources to ensure sustainability. The organization depends heavily on donations, sponsorships, and volunteer support, which may fluctuate due to economic conditions or other external factors. Therefore, to reduce this risk, PATIWI can seek corporate sponsorships, government grants, crowdfunding opportunities, or joint fundraising events. By having multiple funding resources, it will provide greater financial stability and help ensure that food distribution programs can continue without disruption.
In conclusion, PATIWI Soup Kitchen plays an important role in addressing food insecurity in Malaysia. The program provides food assistance to homeless individuals, low-income families, senior citizens, and people with disabilities who need support. Through safe and organized meal distribution, the program helps reduce hunger and promotes social welfare within the community. Besides helping those in need, volunteers also gain valuable skills such as teamwork, communication, social responsibility, and empathy. This initiative also increases awareness about poverty, homelessness, and the economic challenges faced by vulnerable groups. The success of the program is made possible through the cooperation of NGOs, volunteers, corporate sponsors, and the local community. Overall, PATIWI Soup Kitchen strengthens community unity and encourages a culture of volunteerism. With continuous support and expansion, the program can help more people in need and contribute to building a more caring and inclusive society.